Sail with these guys?
It's brilliant. It's brilliant. It's a brilliant crew. We all know each other from Sri Lanka. We've been living there for some years, and they're all great guys.
And all sailing together, and you're all still friends.
Oh my God! They are under orders to stay friends. If they aren't, everybody gets beheaded. That's the rule of the tribe.
What do you think of this regatta?
It's a fantastic. Regatta itself is fantastic. I think the partying is the greatest part of the regatta, especially considering that our performance is running equal to the level of partying that we've done. Right. So, but just to finally sum up, as to what we do here, we have 3 airline captains, right? CEOs of the biggest companies in the country, many of them, and a few lowly individuals like myself, as the chieftain, of course, right? But this regatta, the organization has been absolutely phenomenal, right? And we try and contribute what we can.
Well, it's great to see you guys here, and can we get a nice cheer? Can we get a cheer from the siren team, yeah? We'll get everyone together, and... Right, one of the regular attendees here at the Samui Regatta for at least 5 out of those 10 years is Neil Pride and Hi-Fi. And Neil, you're neck and neck at the moment, yeah?
Well, actually, we're slightly better than neck and neck. We've got our nose in front.
Oh, that's even better, yeah?
Voice in front, yeah.
Now, why do you like this regatta so much?
It's a fun place to come. It's a nice atmosphere, beautiful island. I mean, nice conditions. Yeah, it's a nice place to sail.
Are you based now in Hong Kong, is that right?
Yes, I've been living in Hong Kong for 46, 47 years actually. Since the 60s I left New Zealand, went to live in Hong Kong.
So you've got a couple of strong contenders here from Hong Kong too. I mean, do you all know each other pretty well, and you're all quite competitive?
I mean, the funny thing is we're a lot of boats that are from Hong Kong, but actually we don't race that much in Hong Kong because the racing tends to be around here in Southeast Asia. So in fact I seldom race the boat in Hong Kong because the racing is either in Malaysia, or it's in Singapore, or it's in Thailand. So we race a couple of months a year in Hong Kong, and that's about it.
Well, I have to say, as a sailmaker, you must have a bit of an advantage.
I'm not a sailmaker anymore.
Well, you were, but you must have a bit of an advantage because I mean, you got to know what's going to work out there, though, aren't you?
To be honest, I don't think so. I mean, frankly, I run a business and I'm not a sailmaker, and we buy sails from other top lofts. I mean, I gave up being the sailmaking business years ago.
So in terms of sailing, I mean, you are a businessman, but you like to be out on the yachts. I mean, for you, is it an escape? Is it a great time to get together with friends? I mean, how do you look at it? It's
an escape. I mean, Hong Kong is a high pressure place for business. You work 6-7 days a week actually when it's that sort of place. So sailing is an escape, and it's the one thing I live for. I mean, frankly, I work for sailing. You know, the time I get away racing in a regatta like this is what I work for. It's an extremely valuable part of my life. So
keeps you smiling.
Absolutely, especially when we're winning.
Especially when you're winning.
A little more then.
And so, what sort of skipper are you? Can I ask you that? Are you tough?
Not really. I'm a very calm guy. I think I think what I do well is I organise the whole boat well, and I bring the professional people with me who run the boat, and all I have to do is steer it. So
you're a good team leader.
I think so. I mean, it's like running your business. You put the right people in the right place and it all comes together. I think yacht racing is very much like that.
Absolutely. Well, that's a very good message, I think, to anyone who's going out sailing, and enjoy the regatta.
Thank you very much.
I hope we see you again.
Well, if we win tomorrow, I'll be happy to talk to you again.
Thanks, Neil. All the best.
Okay, all right.
I'll say break a leg.
Yeah, no, okay, thank you.
While sailors dodged rain squalls and freaky winds, in the press room, veteran regatta reporter Peter Cummins was writing up a storm of news reports. Well, believe it or not, the regatta is now in its 10th year. Peter's been here for every one of those 10 years, haven't you?
Yeah, and I feel 10 years older.
You do? You don't look 10 years old.
Thank you, Rain. Thank you, Rain.
Now, every year you've been furiously writing your stories for the Bangkok Post and many other newspapers.
Yes.
Yeah, so has it changed much this year in what the caption reads?
No, I think it's a very friendly regatta. It's small enough to be manageable, and the whole island is behind it.
Yes.
Everywhere you go, they see your shirt and they wave to you, and it's very friendly.
It's great to see, isn't it?
So I wouldn't say it's changed. It's more competition among the big guys, the racing class. And there's a new kid on the block.
Yes.
Coming out of the UAE.
Yeah.
Who
Doing
won
very well this year.
Won the top of the golf regatta 3 weeks ago. And now he's taken out both Ray Roberts and Neil Pride.
Now there's several big regattas in Thailand every year, and it's pretty much guaranteed that you're going to be at all of them, isn't it?
Assuming I'm alive, I'll be there.
Now King's Cup, how many of those have you done?
24.
24.
All of them.
All of them. Wow.
We're coming up for the 25th in December.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
What do you love about sailing so much?
Well, I used to be a sailor myself. When I was younger, I love dinghy sailing. I've never been involved much in keelboat sailing.
Yeah.
But the dinghies I like. So of course, that eliminates most of the dinghies are eliminated from these big regattas. But I just love the excitement around it, the people involved. Even the arguments are fun.
Yes.
And I like to write about it. To me, it's easy.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a hard story to write in, so we're in a beautiful location.
Precisely.
We've got the sun shining, we've got the beach behind, and we've got a bunch of beautiful yachts from all around the region.
And very soon, a beer.
A beer? Well, what can I say? I think that's what's kept you going, all these regattas.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the parties.
The parties, I'm a party beast.
Now, here you are, every regatta. Now, I've got to ask you, how old are you this year, Peter?
76 years young.
76 years young. Well, there you go. That just goes to show there's no age for journalism, is there?
There shouldn't be.
No?
I'm still writing the same rubbish I wrote 30 years ago.
Oh, and it still reads really well.
As Liz remarked.
Anyway, another great regatta, and we hope we'll see you here for the next 10 at least.
Thank you very much, Rain. Thank you all. It's been a great pleasure.
Absolutely. Great fun.
Great to see you.
Thanks, dear.
After the sun went down, the regatta parties continued. At KC Resort, the celebration took to the rooftop.
Now, there has been a lot of serious competition out there on the water, but the Samui Regatta is just as much about parties as it is about sailing. It's a chance for all the crew to let their hair down and to enjoy and to actually see some of the great sights of the island. So join us as we check out one of the best parties here during the Sawadee.com Samui Regatta.
The highlight was a bikini show from Bangkok-based designer Rachel S.